Let's make some creamy Tuscan pork chops in the crock pot. I think this is like my 5th crock pot recipe this week, but I'm trying to get y'all ready for back to school. Before we get started though, I gotta introduce you to my Cadillac of crock pots. This is the beautiful by Drew. She has a cord wrap and a lid rest. We're gonna need some pork chops. I am doing the ribeye chops. I've used bone-in before, I've used boneless, I've used these. Today, this is what we're using. I like to sear my pork chops before I put them in the crock pot. You don't absolutely have to do that, but you definitely have to season them before you put them in, no matter if you sear them or not. We're gonna start off with some onion powder, and you are gonna season both sides. Garlic powder, a little bit of salt, and pepper. This is what I like to call politely seasoned. If you want to add more seasonings or different kinds, you can. If you do decide to sear them beforehand, they do not have to be cooked all the way through. You just want to get a little color on each side. I got my pork chops in the crock pot. Now to a bowl, I'm going to add in 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, 2 cups of chicken broth. We're going to add some seasoning. We're going to do some onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning. This drives me nuts. I'm taking this cap off. We're just going to sprinkle. Wish me luck. And then a little bit of salt and pepper. Y'all already know we're gonna add a shit ton of garlic or jarlic, if you will. You can use fresh if you want, but we're doing it easy, okay, y'all? I have an 8.5 ounce jar of sun-dried tomatoes in oil. You don't wanna put all the oil in there. Some of it will go in there once you're scooping them out, but I do half the jar. Then I add you about 4 tablespoons of cornstarch. Cornstarch is what's gonna help thicken it and make it like a real creamy, thick sauce in your crock pot. All right, and then you're gonna whisk this shit and just make sure that any clumps from the cornstarch are all broken up. Now we're gonna add some fresh spinach. This is a 10 ounce bag. I already used half the bag. Just pour it on top. Now this part's optional. If you absolutely hate spinach, just don't add it. Now take your wet mixture and just pour it over the top. It don't gotta be anything special, just pour it in. All right, now this is gonna cook on high for 4 hours or low for 6, and I'll be back when it's done. All right, y'all, here it is, all done. I ended up cooking this for 6 hours on low. It's absolutely delicious. And tonight I'm serving it over rough mashed potatoes. These are golden potatoes.